Hello everyone, it's OG from OG Scale Model. I was wanting to get the final video done on the More American Graffiti Milner Dragster that I've been building on. I finally finished it up. I tell you, this thing fought me a little bit, but we made it, okay? Let's go ahead and talk about it a little bit. First of all, this is not the MPC More American Graffiti model kit dragster. Okay, this originally started out as the Ram Chargers kit, which is this kit right here. Let me dump this stuff out. This kit right here. I'll put it back here so everybody can see it. It originally started out as that kit right there. Okay, guys. I started on this dragster, not this one, but the other one from my last video I was talking about and things. I started on it like a year and a half ago, and I was taking my time. I never did like the way the body and things looked on Milner's dragster. It's really difficult to duplicate. I've tried both bodies from different dragster models, and the Ram Chargers and the Don Garlett's Winds Jammer is the closest to the body shape that I found. So I originally made mine out of styrene, flat styrene, and it had a lot of body work done to it. Well, I dropped it when I moved my model table up into our dining room. Okay. Well, I never thought nothing of it. To make a long story short, I opened it back up to start on it again and finish it up, and the body was just mangled and destroyed on it from all the body work and body filler and stuff that I was using. So I didn't have a choice but start over. So I lucked out. I had a jawbreaker chassis is what I was using on my other one. On this one, if you got a Ram Chargers kit, if you open it up, it's got the same chassis as the Jawbreaker kit, which, if you guys remember back when American Graffiti, More American Graffiti model come out, it was the original Jawbreaker kit. It came with a 32 Bantam body and Milner's Dragster body. Okay, you had your choice of building one or the other. So I knew that part. Okay, I did not have the Morosive valve covers, so I ordered those through Competition Resins. Okay, I got those for a small block Chevy. I put those on the motor and everything. I wired this motor. I made the puke tank for it. I made the fuel tank come from another dragster kit. I can't recall which one, but anyway, that's where it come from. Let me zoom in a little bit. Let's go to 2. There we go. Okay. As you can see right here, the helmet, John's helmet, that is what's it called, dry transfers for like hobbies and things like that. That's I put John on his helmet because that's what he had in the movie. Okay, let's move that. Let's get this kit box out of the way before I knock something around and You know how it is, guys. Okay, the belt and the supercharger on this thing. The supercharger come with a kit, but I use ProTech supercharger pulley set. It's PTMC 38. It's by ProTech. They got the best looking one out there. I chose to use a real rubber band on mine instead of the like tape or whatever comes with it. I made the magneto for it. I did put wire looms on it. Let me move my drag racing 3D printed Christmas tree. Check that out, guys. Pretty cool. Okay. I did build the magneto for this model. I did put wire looms on it from Detail Master. The motor is painted Testors flat steel and flat aluminum, along with the valve covers. The exhaust it's graphite with a little bit of silver in it to make it look like exhaust. As I said, I did wire and plumb this engine. It does have fuel lines and everything on it. Puke tank lines. I built the puke tank, which a puke tank is to keep like all the overflow and everything from the oil pressure, the blow-by in your valve covers. Dragsters have them, especially the new ones got them. You'll notice the tank on the back, on the very back of the dragster though. All right. And like I said, this tank here come from a different dragster. It might have come from a Don's and Garlett's Windjammer. I don't know. At first, I put my 3D printed slicks on this model, but it literally set the body completely down on the ground. I was like, nah, that don't look right. Also, I reshaped this body because this body originally come completely out to here, okay, past the motor, like right in here somewhere. Well, on Milner's dragster, it's got like a sweep to it right here, right in front of the engine block, okay. So that's what I tried to duplicate. I should have sanded it a little more, but it is what it is. Okay, the decals are from STS. Thank you, Patrice and Terry, for doing that for me, making those for me and everything. I appreciate that. STS, place to go, guys, if you need decals. Other than that, I hope you guys like it. It turned out pretty decent for what it is. You'll notice in the movie, Milner's dragster had straight pipes that was kind of angled like this. They were straight pipes. They wasn't the curled pipes like these. Like the, I don't know what you call those, swept headers maybe. It wasn't like that in the movie. It had straight pipes that angled out from the heads, okay? But for the most part, when you buy the Jawbreaker kit, the Jawbreaker chassis is MPC's More American Graffiti chassis, okay? And as I was saying, the body's painted, the body's painted with this Krylon Shortcuts right here, sun yellow. Honestly, guys, I'll tell you my opinion right now. I use this, but this is the first time I ever painted with yellow. I'll be honest with you, I didn't really care for it. So you won't see no more of my cars with yellow shortcut paint on it. I'd rather just thin out my enamel with lacquer thinner and shoot it through the airbrush. Honestly, that's my opinion. Like I said, my opinion only. Other than that, guys, I think it turned out pretty nice for what it is. It took me about 2.5 weeks to finish this up. I had to go off my last video, not my last video, but the video I did talking about it and everything. Also, when they made these models, guys, they split the Dragster in halves, 2 halves. And I don't really care for that because it leaves a seam and everything. So, maybe they could update it or something. I wish they really would come back out with these kits. They're really sought after and everything. I just don't have the money to pay, you know, $300 for a model kit that's been opened or something like that, or boxes messed up or something like that. Although I love the movie. And also, can everybody say a little prayer for Paul Lamette? He's been in the hospital for a while, and he's recovering, well, trying to recover from having pneumonia and everything. He's doing a little better. I follow him on Facebook and everything, and pretty much every day he gives us a little update and things. Gives us little selfies and stuff like that. Whatnot. I really do hope and pray that he gets better and everything, gets out of there. But if you guys could say a little prayer for him, that'd be wonderful. And but yeah, I think I accomplished pretty much what I could with it. I've seen some other people build them and things, and they really do put a lot of work into them and everything, guys. The original decals for this car come up a lot farther up underneath the headers and everything, but this worked out perfect, you know, for what it is. And like I said, I did try to use my 3D printed slicks on this car, and because I like the wider look of the slicks, I just really not fond of the skinny slicks on these cars. But anyway, yeah, I think overall, guys, it turned out pretty nice. And this will probably be going to the Buckeye Classic with me. I'll probably end up putting it in a case and securing the helmet down, and maybe displaying it with a picture of more American Graffiti, Milner's Dragster behind it or something. I don't know yet. The chassis is painted with duplicolor. I think it's duplicolor. Nope. Sorry, guys. I used Rust-Oleum primer black on the chassis. The rest of it is... There's a lot of chrome in this kit. And I used a Melito pen. I used a lot of it to cover up where I scraped and everything to make the glue stick and things. But overall, guys, it turned out pretty nice. I'm digging it. I'm sure Paul would like it. John, aka John Milner. I did put fuel lines and everything on it, like I said. And oh, I never showed you guys the chute part. Yeah, there's the parachute up in there. Yeah, like I said, the only thing I had problems with really was the body being, it's like split right down the middle, guys. I didn't care for that too much, but it is what it is. What do you expect when you trying to you know, build a car, you know, pretty much from a movie, basically, you know. But yeah, that's the kit I used. I used Ram Charger's Dragster. It does come with the Jawbreaker chassis in it, and everything's Jawbreaker in the Ram Charger's chassis. And this is the Ram Charger's body. Like I said, I did cut it down, okay, and I never used no filler or nothing. I just built it pretty much the way it come out of the box. I did add my the competition resin valve covers, and I built a puke tank for it. That puke tank's built out of a plastic clothes hanger, believe it or not, guys. I just took a piece out as wide as the thing, and I put it in my drill, sanded it, rounded it on both ends. Then I drilled 3 holes in it, 1 for the cap and 2 for the lines. And then up here on the valve covers, I drilled a hole in there, drilled a hole in each valve cover, and that's a piece of aluminum, or not aluminum, I'm sorry, a piece of solder that I bent on each valve cover and used it. Here, I'll give you a close-up of it. Okay. Yeah. I built the magneto. I built the throttle linkage also. That's a pop can, aluminum pop can. I just cut the side out of it and put something heavy on it for a few days, and then I use it. I've used those for door panels, wings, all kinds of things, guys. If you like scratch building, you'll find different things, you know. Also on this kit, it just come with a straight pulley system on it. On Milner's Dragster, though, he had the 3rd pulley over here, right there, in front of my fingernail. He had a 3rd pulley on his to keep tensioner. It's a tensioner pulley on his blower system. So I went ahead and used the 3rd piece from the ProTech Supercharger kit on that. And like I said, I cut down a rubber band and used a rubber band on that. I cut down a rubber band, glued it back together with super glue and my Instaset, and then I stretched it around it. Yeah, guys. So that's Milner's Dragster. And like I said, I think it turned out pretty nice. I think Paul, and if Milner was around, he's going to do some drag racing. I think he'd like it. Alright, guys. I'm going to get off here. Everyone take care of yourselves and things, and try to stay out of the bad weather. I guess Ohio's going to have some bad weather here in the next day or so and whatnot, but we'll see. Never know in Ohio. Alright, everyone, you guys take care. Hope you liked the More American Graffiti Milner Dragster, and everyone stay blessed. On to the next.